everybody, it's Jo with Resin Makers, and I've been really curious about something. I have some quick drying concrete that I bought a couple of years ago for another project I was going to do, and I never actually used it. And lately I've just been so curious as to how a set of dominoes using concrete would actually look. So I'm going to go ahead and do that today. I've got my domino mold. I've got the concrete. It's quick drying concrete, which why I'm showing it to you before I put water in it. What I did was I measured out about 300 milliliters of concrete. It should take only 200 to fill up this entire mold, but you know, I always wanted to count for just in case I messed up my measurements, so I have a little extra if I need it. Because concrete is not good for your lungs at all, while getting it and pouring it into my cup, I did use my respirator. Make sure that I'm not breathing in any of the concrete. You definitely don't want this going into your lungs. Right, so I'm going to get water in here. I don't know how much water to use. We'll see. I'll just mix it up until it looks like a pancake consistency, and then I'll come back and fill my molds. I'll be back in a second. I'm having to dig really hard to get down to the bottom of this cup to get this mixed up. I'm glad I wore gloves. Yes, I have my respirator on right now, only because when I was getting ready to mix it, I wanted to make sure nothing dry flew up. Alright. Woo! Okay. Look at that. Okay, I think it's safe enough for me to take off my respirator now. 1 second, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Woo! Alright, oh my gosh. As you see, this was the cup of water that I had. I had it filled to the top. I used maybe 1/4 of that cup. It's what, a 16-ounce cup. I used maybe 1/4 of it. So I didn't use a lot. And this is the consistency that I'm actually looking for. I'm just stirring it around some more to make sure that, you know, because I've got some that are lumps, and I want to try and get as much of the lumps out as I can. And to make sure that I'm absolutely at the bottom. Alright, I am. Perfect. Okay, well, here goes. One thing, if I mess up this mold, I'm okay with that. I've got 2 other molds that I use. I don't want to mess up my mold. I'm hoping that, like most things, because it's silicone, it'll be easy to take this off. But I definitely don't want the overflow. Oh, come here, I don't want that permanently on my board either. Okay, so I got to be a little bit more careful about how I put this in. I clearly have more than enough. I think I'm putting too much in my spoon. I may add less. It's the first time I'm doing this, and this is just to see if it works. So, good or bad, you're going to see it. Dang. Still putting too much in. And I definitely mixed up way more than I needed for this. I think that with time I'll be better at mixing this. Should have used even less mixed with my water. I do have a lot of like rocky lumps in this. Let's see if I add a little bit more water, if that'll help it thin it out some more. Probably doing everything wrong with this. Those of you that work with concrete, you're probably cringing right now going, oh my God, if she would just do this. Ooh, well, I like how that pours in. Got to work on that overlapping. I know I'm putting too much in my mold. You know when you get something and you're so excited to use it or do it, and even though you know you should be slowing down, you just, I'm just going to do this. Yeah, that's about how I am right now with this. I know I should be going slower so I'm not overlapping, but I've been thinking about this for so much that I'm just dying to see the end result, good or bad. Because I'm pretty sure that the mistakes that I'm making, I can take care of that at another time. Or like when I redo this and do it the right way then. Because like I said, this it's not smooth. You see, I've got some rocks in there, and that's from me not mixing this properly. I know that. But if my mold is still good when I'm done with this, I will do it again and do it right. Especially if this comes out the way I'm thinking it is. In my head, it came out really great. So we'll see what happens. I'm losing that smoothness, a lot of it. May have to just stop and let this set up. Yeah, okay. I know what I said and I know what I'm doing. Again, curiosity. We'll see. Will the water part of this, will it mold. Maybe not in 40 minutes, maybe in a day, if at all. Got a bubble, can you believe that? I'm sure somebody else has done this and did it the right way. Alright, well, like I said, this is quick drying concrete, so it's going to set up in about 40 minutes, possibly longer because of that part being really, really wet. So, I'll come back when it's drying and we'll see what we've got. Alright, so I'm back. I did let my concrete dry overnight, and mainly because the last two were so wet. I'm not going to count this as a total epic fail just looking at it from above. Yes, obviously I didn't do so well when I stirred my concrete, so and I have very big lumps there. Some of these are a little smooth, some of them are not. The ones that were very watery, well, I did check on this one and I cracked it, of course. But yeah, let's just unmold these and take a look and see what I got. That unmolded pretty good. Well, I like how smooth that is right there. Look at that. And I just cleaned it off, the chips on the side, just with my thumb. Alright, 1 second, guys. My dog is telling me she wants back inside now. Alright, so we unmolded our 00. Let's go ahead and eat. I cracked some just now by trying to demold my mold here. Oh, wow. I do like that. I think that if I did this again, and I am going to do it again, but better, I'm going to enjoy having some concrete Dominoes. Let's get the rest of these unmolded and see, one, why I've got such cracking. It's got to be because of the way I'm unmolding them, because I just had another one crack. Let me see. Try something else. Oh, who are you? Oh, you're from one of the thinner ones. It just totally broke. Look at that. Look how that's just totally cracking. In pieces. That was my 6. It's all in pieces. Yeah, I did all that because I was trying to see what would happen. So I know I need to have it thicker, but not lumpy. Must be smooth. But yeah, this is unmolding pretty good. I love how smooth it is on the bottom. I just need to do the same thing on the top or bottom, however you want to call this part of it. That was the one that cracked. Oh, this one's all cracked too. I think I'll leave the cracked ones in until I get ready to clean my mold. This one has a tiny piece of resin right at the tip. I didn't clean my mold well before doing this. So does this one. Interesting. Alright, that one's cracking, so I'm going to wait on it. Cracking. Ah, cracked. So definitely I need the thickness. I just need it to be smoother. And if it's not going to be smooth, I need it to be a purposeful thing. I wonder if I used my deeper mold, if that would make a difference. I don't know. These others are cracked. I'm going to set this off to the side so I can get this cleaned out. So let me just separate some of these cracked and broken from the ones that are not cracked and broken. Oh, that was my double zero. Wow. Okay, so not a total epic fail. Not a total epic fail. I mean, yeah, obviously I knew it wasn't going to turn out too well because of the backs. I need to be more consistent in my pouring for the thickness of these. I am a little curious as to how well that does pick up paint and what the paint would look like. So let me try that next. Alright, so I'm back. I picked out just a few that I wanted to try some paints on. And I just got some various paints just to see what they'd look like. I've got some brushed metal here. This is from Folk Art. It's actually brushed rose gold. And I've got sterling silver. It's also from Folk Art. This one is Folk Art's glitter gold. And this is pre-mixed pouring acrylic. This one is a copper metallic. So I'm just curious to see what the paint would look like on these. So let's try some of these. Let's try this brushed rose gold first. Let me grab something I can pour paint on. There we go. And let's work with my 5 and 6 for just a minute. So I'm not hating the regular color of concrete. Of course, if I wanted the concrete to be colored, I believe that you can pre-color it. That looks pretty good. My dots seem to look pretty good in there. Yeah, the dot looks really nice. I'm not just going to dot them. I am curious to know what it would look like if I tried decorating them as well. But I don't want to actually decorate the backs of these because, well, they don't look so hot. Oh, this one does. I might use the back of that one. I don't know. I might actually try the backs of them. Let me see something. Oh, look at that. You see how easily that edge just crumbled off? Of course, it does make it rough, but then again, I think what I like about the concrete and it being rough is that, it does give it sort of an aged kind of look too. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go over here to this sterling silver. And ooh, bubbles. Let me take a look and see what we get with sterling silver. I'm using this as a paint guide. Silver doesn't seem to stand out as much as that rose gold did. Silver, yeah, it doesn't stand out as much. You still see it somewhat. But as a dot situation, it does look pretty good. That would actually be a very pretty domino set right there, just those two colors. Okay, I'm liking that. Let me grab this glitter gold and see what it looks like on something. I am curious to see how this glitter actually comes out once it's dried. Now, have you noticed I didn't do the line inside of that? I don't know what it is about my domino sets. I really prefer to not have that line colored in. I just love how it looks with the two. I like how this looks versus this one, not because of the colors, but that line not being done inside the middle. That's just my personal thing. Obviously, everybody has their own. And that's just me. I will say one thing, concrete is easy to paint on. I'm gonna let that dry and see what happens. I can see the gold flecks in there. I think that for right now that would look good like a background, but not as the dots. And let's go with copper metallic. I thought, yeah, it's almost the same color as my rose gold. Somehow I thought it would be. And no, I'm not very creative when it comes to painting things. I don't have paints because I'm so well when it comes to that. I just have them because, like all crafters, there's now and then I do paint something. Kind of like how I did that one too. Alright, so yeah, the gold is just about dry on this one. I will say paint's dried pretty quickly on concrete, which is nice. Not crazy about the glitter gold at all. As I suspected inside the dots, it doesn't really show up so much. And on the concrete itself, yeah, I'm just really not crazy about that. I love my two-tone colors here with my rose gold and my sterling silver. Love that. I love the rose gold on here too. What I did here with the stripes, it's something different. Again, I do like that color. It's very similar to the rose gold. So I do like that color. Not a total epic fail. Definitely I'm going to try the concrete again. I will say that as far as using these as, a domino set that you would play with, be careful. They are fragile, as in if you drop them too hard or whatever, Okay, so I'm trying to demonstrate how they're going to break and it's not breaking. Okay, but, yeah, see, they will break if you're not too careful with them. So these wouldn't be something that I would say to use as an everyday set. Just something for if you just happen to want a concrete set, just because you want to say you have concrete dominoes. But on the lines of fail and epic fails, I do want to show you an epic fail that I had using resin. So I was working on a domino set for my brother-in-law when I ran out of my regular resin. And I had already pre-purchased some resin. I'm going to show this to you. I got it on Amazon. Got it at a decent price. It's called Simple Resin. Supposed to be true translucent. It's not. It's only translucent when you mix them together. Once they're mixed, you see that they're translucent. Beyond that, I did make some dominoes that were just plain and they're not translucent. One I didn't notice until after I had gotten this and was starting to mix it. The work time is 3 minutes. 3, not 30, but 3. So it's great, I guess, if you're using it for something really, really small. And, a domino set, no, it's not good for that. Because everybody who makes domino sets knows it's going to take you more than 3 minutes to fill up all these molds. It says demold time is 15 minutes. And it was kind of iffy on that one. But let me show you what happened. So, this is my set. And you can see a little bit of the other one got in here. This is my set using my regular resin that I normally use. It's called Amazing. That's what this is supposed to look like. When I mixed that resin and started pouring them on top of my stickers, this is what I got. So then I thought, okay, I know it's got a short work time, but let me try something, just one experiment. I mixed paint in the resin before pouring. As I'm pouring, it starts foaming up. It foamed up so much that this is literally all I could get before my cup itself foamed and hardened. Guys, this is, I haven't even demolded this yet because I was just like, I'm like, really? Look at that. It's resin. I'm like, what is this? What is this? I know you guys have used paint in your resins. This is just weird, and I don't even know what to do with this. These, I'm just so over what this resin did. So obviously I have to redo this entire set. And I do want to redo the entire set because I want it to all match, and I can't be certain that the other set will match the next set, so I have to do an entirely new set. But this would have turned out beautiful. Look how pretty that would have looked. Ah. Okay, that's, I'm calling this my epic fail video. It's quick, it's short. I still don't consider my concrete set to be an epic fail, but what I will do the next time, I'm not going to mix up as much concrete as I did. That's number one. And number two, I'm going to do it smoother. I may use not this particular mold. I have another mold just like this one. It is a deeper mold, and I'm wondering if that will make a difference. I don't know. You know what? Look out for another video doing that using this kind of mold, and we'll see how that turns out. But for now, I'm gonna clean this up, throw these away, get rid of my concrete pieces, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye. This is the cup. This is already hardened. Look at that. That's this happened while I was stirring the paint, and I was using just regular acrylic paint like I would use with any resin. This is so sad. So sad. This is what happens when I go online looking for a bargain priced resin.